season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. We are in downtown Atlanta at Bobby Dodd Stadium, home field of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Away to get us going here. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. They'll run it to the right side. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it on the move. Oh, incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here on the opening possession. Like to have that one back. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Showing a bunch formation now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Using his legs. It's Frazier. Oh, he breaks free. He's still going. That's a solid game there, showing off the stiff arm.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Georgia.
Heck of a job here on that combination block to open this hole up. You know, when you have 5 blockers that can work as one unit, that's as good as there is in college football and a very underrated aspect of any great team.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. To throw, it's Joseph. Boom. Receiver makes the grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
QB keeper all the way. First down and more. He's still running. QB in the clear now. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, the defense got out muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Bryant. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game that you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer 2-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it on a crossing route. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down to 17.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And it's a direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
2nd down.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Now the play fake, he'll look to throw it. sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
And this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking to throw. It's Joseph. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. Great move in the open field. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here comes the bunch formation. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. First down to the 27.
Gain of 16. And first down for the offense. Here we go. Do the show.
Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period.
0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Picks up 2, so it's second and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. And Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back goes in motion man. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here comes the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up 1st down at the 15.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. Ouch, that is an obvious call. You cannot make contact with the quarterback after the throw. So the offense now set up 1st and goal after a critical roughing the passer penalty. And the wideout goes in motion. That's a designed quarterback keeper. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Looking downfield, it's Joseph. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, we're just here in this 1st half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, how about the back here? He just gets behind that big offensive line, able to lead him into the end zone. Good patience, nice vision, but exceptional teamwork up front on this touchdown run.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
George P. Burdell. Paging George P. Burdell.
And the return team able to make the recovery and avoid a damaging turnover there.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break,
His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
Hunter takes the toss, runs to his left. Gets the first and still running. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Way too much speed on that play.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. On the move now. Lets it go quickly. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Georgia.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Georgia 28, Georgia Tech 7.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
This one away.
On the kickoff is hammered. Sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run it. Fights off a defender. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 2nd down, looking to throw it. The receiver grabs it. Fights through the tackle. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the 1st half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
2nd down after that completion. Looking to chuck it again. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Gets made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. They make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Important second down play coming up. Back in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. And it's caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going? Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. The Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. What a catch! They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks into the clear. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive.
And the Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 31.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
First down and 10 now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Ball handed off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's a shotgun run call.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Inside give now from the shotgun. Looks like Georgia will have the 1st down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the 1st down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Design quarterback run. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Throws it to the right. Wide open downfield. Jukes to get past a man. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Dogs. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. He'll hand it off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Boy, did they dodge a bullet right there. So fortunate to recover their own fumble. I don't know how that ball bounced in their favor.
The Dogs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Chris, this is a great play by the receiver coming up with this touchdown. But let's go back to the beginning of this play. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He got the ball out of his hands quickly to get that receiver the football to give him a chance to put the touchdown on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. On the run, it's Maddox. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. A play action, looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
To throw, it's Joseph. The short completion of the tight end. He was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He stopped short of the first down. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking for a man. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Yellow Jackets will look to convert here on fourth down. Play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Almost intercepted again. Had a chance for his second. They couldn't quite hold on. It's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 28 after the incompletion. Send the back in motion. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Escapes the pocket. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Boy, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And a big takeaway by the defense on the final play of the quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And the Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And he's going to get swarmed. The defense all over that Wildcat look. Didn't work at all. Second down now after the sack. Looking to pass. It's Joseph. Catch made in space. Look out. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
It's just been one of those days for this offense and this quarterback. They just cannot seem to find this rhythm to get them back in the game. They're down big, and now another incompletion. What will the offensive coordinator dial up next?
Trying for a fourth down completion. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
14.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Look out, room to run here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Grab down the middle. It's Frazier. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The completion sets up a 2nd down play. Wants to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Trying to create here on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Scanning the field, it's Joseph. Caught behind the line, it's Maddox. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that?
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Bringing pressure. He breaks free. Crosses the 25. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So down by multiple possessions here, the offense will try to convert here on 4th down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They stop out at the 42. Gets a solid gain, getting close to the midfield.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to throw. It's Joseph. And this pass is on target. Caught. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. Pounding away with the run game. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
No problem with PAT right down the middle.
Georgia 59, Georgia Tech 14.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Joseph. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Makes the ground. It's Bryant. And he'll be brought down. That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
With this big a fourth quarter deficit, defense playing smart. Very well prepared for these four verts. Quarterback's going to have to find a way to deliver accurate passes downfield if they want to come back in this game.
Receiver in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Breaks into the open. You finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here the interception caught.
Headed for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
Yellow Jackets will take over. First things in.
Looking to pass. It's Joseph. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. Enough for a first down at the 37. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Game moves the ball to the 37. Another first down.
George P. Burdell.
Looking to throw here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. So they make the tackle what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up.